We've got ourselves an in-studio guest of note. He is joining us courtesy of his friends at Pizza Hut, and he is a Dallas Cowboy of note, to say the least. The unanimous selection of Defensive Rookie of the Year, and definitely had a great run for Defensive Player of the Year, period. He is Micah Parsons. Good to see you, sir. How are you? Oh, again, you can stand up for him, TJ.
Well, my head will get cut off in my camera shot.
Okay,
So
very good.
I just stay right here.
Good to see you.
How are you? Good to see you, too.
Good to see you. This is great. Last time I saw you,
I was getting ready to get an award.
You were definitely getting ready to get an award. Your game face was on, I'll be honest with you. And I you could see the sign that's right here, my desk, best dad ever. I've got 3 children. And I got to meet your boy Malcolm, right?
Yep.
Right there on the red carpet. And you had the look of somebody who's been cooped up with a 3-year-old in a car in traffic for about an hour and a half.
Did
I get that right, or what?
It was a combination of everything. It was a lot of people, a lot of nerves was going. I was real nervous and things like that.
You were?
I was nervous.
Okay. What were you nervous about?
There's a lot of awards that I was up for, so, I just didn't know which ones I was going to win for sure.
You wanted them. You wanted them all. You wanted to sweep them all.
I wanted them all.
Okay. All right. Because your boy came, like, we were right in front of you, my wife and I, Susie, and we got to meet you guys. Look at there's a photograph right there. And I think Malcolm's showing my wife a boo-boo on his finger that was going on.
That sounds like him.
I'll be honest, there I am inspecting it as well. I didn't see anything on his hand either,
He's a magician with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? He obviously gets it from his dad. And, he really knows how to work them good, I tell you. Even the girl that I had, he kind of works his magic and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. He's bad. He's
in
bad.
a good way, though.
In a very good way, very productive way. I can tell that's my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't lie about it. He's just proof of proof. Every time I'm around him, that's my boy right there.
Beautiful, beautiful boy. He was just a handsome kid, and he seemed like he was dominating that red carpet. He was dominating,
and naturally too. Natural. He's going to be on the big screen one day.
Well, he definitely met at the point of attack. That's for sure. That was definitely on the red carpet. It was a big night. So what'd you take away from honors? You had fun?
I thought it was really cool. For my first experience, I never watched it on TV.
Okay.
Or nothing like that. But from my first experience, everyone that came out, all the celebs, all the players, I thought it was a really cool event.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. And what did you know that you were a unanimous selection? That you got all 50 votes?
I did not know I was unanimous. That was like surprising because when Defensive Player of the Year came up, it was like me, Donald, TJ.
Yeah.
And then when they came up, they just kind of walked up next to me. So I'm like, I probably won, But when they was like unanimous and only played my clip, I was just like, nobody else. Like,
yeah, nobody else.
I didn't realize nobody else was there.
Nobody. Well, I mean, you kind of separated yourself, Micah. That is for sure. And we spoke on this show before you were getting drafted, and we were talking about it. And was the Cowboys were the team you wanted, right?
Yeah.
That's the one you wanted all along, correct?
Yeah.
And so when you finally got the call from Jerry Jones, what was that like for you?
Oh, man, it was like so surreal. Because I remember like mid-season and, like why everyone out there's like you could be a top 5 guy. So I was like, cool. And, me and my boy over there was like, I pray I go to Dallas, bro. Like, how fun it would be, like, go to Dallas. And at that point, they was at, like, the 4th pick maybe. Like, they had, like, a top 6 pick. So I was like, oh, perfect. Like, I could fall to Dallas. I'm hearing things. Like, I could really go there. And then they had a draft. When I got drafted, I was like, yes, bro. Like, fine. Like, this is what I wanted. Like, I wanted to be at the Star.
That you wanted to go and start hitting people right away. When did you realize that the NFL was something that you could be really, really good at? When did that hit you throughout the season?
I really saying can't. Like, at first it was a couple days of me just getting back into football. Like,
Because you didn't play for a year, right?
I didn't play for a year.
Right.
So I was just getting back into it. And, like, I started, like, going upward, just getting better. Like, finally feeling like myself again, moving, feeling good. And then people like teammates coming up was like, hey, man, you killing it. Like, keep going, like, you know what I'm saying? So then, you know, big Tyron Smith, Hall of Fame guy, coming to me like, hey, like, if you do this, you'll be so much better. Then LC did it, then like Dak did it, Zeke did it. So they're kind of giving me pointers and like.
What pointers were they giving you?
Like, it's like, you got to use your speed. So I was like, you know, because I never really like pass rush in college and I didn't really like do it a lot coming in, but I knew I could do it, you know. And it was like, use your speed, you got to threaten them, then you got to counter. Like, they was just giving me pointers on like the steps, just like where I should go, point of attack, things like that. And then when Coach Q, anytime it was pass rush, he'll call me down and do like 2 reps. Like, he kind of worked me in, like he'll have me go against the second stringers, like second and third stringers the first day, whooped them up. Then he had me go against the second stringers, whooped them up. And then he's like, hey, today's day, I'm going to put you against the big dogs. And they're in completely different groups too. So I went over there to Big Tyron. I'm talking about, I was all nervous too, because I was like, I ain't never go against someone as good as him before. And I'm talking about, he gripped me up a little bit, but I was fighting it. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, like I ain't really do my best because I was nervous. And then he put me against LC. LC had a little stab, like, you know, but those were just those pre-nerves that I had. And then like as I got used to going against him, I was just, all right, it's just regular now. You know?
Well, I have to follow up. Did you work them up too eventually?
I will never put that on TV. That's the
But the
last
second
again.
stringers and third stringers, you just said you worked
For
them
sure,
up.
I know I can win that every time.
They got roughed off.
Man, he'll be battling all the time in practice. And some days he'll be like, hey, you actually had a real good one right there. Like, that was a good move you had hit me with. And I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
Big
So
Tyron, even in walkthroughs, he grabbed me up like I'm a little boy, and I be telling him he got to stop that. So I don't even want to deal with that. I would never put that out there. I want to make it sure we're as cordial as possible.
Of course. These are your teammates, too.
Yeah.
You want to win championships with these folks.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons here on the Rich Eisen Show, courtesy of Pizza Hut. So, okay, what happened in the playoffs? What happened? Sorry, TJ, I had to ask that question. I just heard you audibly make a...
I didn't mean to sigh out loud.
I'm sorry. I'm just, what happened? What happened?
Bruh, it was the penalties. Like, they're like, I don't like to blame it on like defining moments, because there were so many defining moments. Like, third down penalties. There's not handing the ball to the ref, whatever that is. And there was like the turnovers. I don't think like we came out to play championship football.
Well, why do you think that happened?
I wouldn't say it was a lack of preparation, but like in games like that, like, playoff games, like you look at this last playoffs, all the games came down to the wire. Every yard counted, and I just felt like we gave up too much free stuff, free money. Like, in a game like that, they should have to work for every yard, every down, things like that.
Were you guys tight? Were you tight coming out? What do you think?
I could say you could definitely feel like the nerves. Like, it was a lot of pressure. Like, it was like, oh, now they're back. What can they do with it? There was definitely a lot of pressure, I feel. But, I still don't like to make excuses. Like, you got to win that game. So it's tough.
A tough way for your first season with a huge burst onto the scene. To what do you owe Micah Parsons your ability to wreck a game? Like, where does that come from? What do you think?
I would just say the killer mindset. So I'm big into like motivational videos and stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Like, I love like learning. Like, I love like grasping knowledge of like how to train my mind to be a killer. So I watch like lion videos. I watch like Mike Tyson videos, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Kobe, even military videos, like, because those are trained killers.
So you're watching videos of what, lions in the wild just mauling other animals? Is that what you're saying? That sort of thing?
Yeah, but I also listen to the words of how to like get into the mindset.
Okay. And then you do that when? Night before a game? Day before a game? Throughout the whole week? That's
throughout the week, but my favorite video to listen to right before a game, I always listen to every game, is the Mike Tyson Fear video.
Fear where he's talking about putting fear in his opponent? Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. Like, it kind of goes like this. It's like, as I'm, preparing to go out, he talks about how he fears of being embarrassed. Like, he fears, like, to lose. And as, like, he's, like, coming out, like, he pierces his knuckles through his gloves, like, and as he's walking out, like, he's saying it, and he's saying, like, the moment that my opponent, like, looks down, so, like I know that he's scared of me, and I, like, unleash on him, like, he's, like, telling you, like, all his emotions. I was like, damn, like, we all feel, like, embarrassed. We all fear, like, to lose, like, all those emotions, but when it's time, you got to be a killer. So then I started doing that. Like, I started looking at, like, quarterbacks in the eyes. Like, I'll just stare at them and then look down. So I know, like, I feel like they're fearing me now. Like, just because of Mike Tyson, though.
So you stared at quarterbacks?
Yeah, I stared
Micah
at
Parsons,
quarterbacks.
you were staring
at
at
everyone.
Like what you're doing to me right now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just stare.
But I'm locking back, and you too. You know why? Because I have the killer instinct of a television host. Except, I watch videos of other television hosts. I haven't, you've noticed I have not stopped right now.
Eye contact is really good.
Okay. Now it's awkward for me. I'll be very honest with you. Because you keep staring at me right now, and I'm beginning. Okay, there we go. Just look at my friend right there. I just won a staring contest with Micah Parsons live on the Rich Eisen Show.
I'm eating pizza.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Okay. So
what type of pizza you eating over
What are
there?
you eating over there?
I'm eating the pepperoni and red pepper.
Hey!
Very spicy.
Is that
was
the
there
spicy?
some slices missing?
Yeah, there was.
Was that you?
That was me.
So this is the spicy pizza lovers pizza, correct?
So
Yeah.
And what is going on here in Los Angeles? There's going to be a tattoo artist is involved in this whole thing too.
Yeah.
There's something going on here.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got Pizza Hut, right? Nico Hurtado. Who's got? Oh, nobody's got ink here in the studio, right? Nobody has got ink here. TJ
And Del Tufo.
Okay, I didn't know that. So basically what you need to do right now is the first to RSVP can win the chance to have one of the designs applied by Nico himself or one of his artists to match the boldness of one of these one-of-a-kind pizzas, huh? Is that what you got to do right now for Pizza Hut? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're here with Pizza Hut. All right, give me a slice. What do you got over there?
Are you going to eat a spicy one?
No way. I'm not a spicy guy. That's why they put...
they got you a cheese.
What's that, wrong?
It's pretty soft.
Is it?
You were literally just talking about how you've been a killer, like you're a killer TV host. And
Bring
you
one over.
and say, I want to.
Bring one over.
You go and say, I want to. Cheese.
This is not going to be good for me.
My son eats cheese.
He's sunning you, Rich.
Come on now.
Okay.
Get in there.
All right, Micah, you want one too?
I'm not. Since you're not too much of a spicy guy.
I'm not a too much.
I won't give you the spicy challenge, but
I'm terrible at this. Oh God. All right. All right. I just lost the staring contest.
Like you just said, best dad ever. Your kids are washing.
And he is shaming you now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Your head got real red real fast.
Oh my God.
Yo.
No.
Yo.
Oh my God. We got to cancel the show. I just got here.
My man's about to blow up over there.
Wow.
Get him some water.
It's not that spicy.
What do you need?
I do not. What are you talking
Napkins? What do you got?
It's not that spicy.
about? No, I need something to drink, Chris. Please.
Liz?
I'm trying to be involved in the conversation.
Oh my God. Whew. This is spicy. What is the matter with you? What are you talking about?
It is not that spicy. You gotta
I don't eat
stop.
spicy food. I do not eat spicy food. Never. I never eat spicy food. Ever.
That's
Ever.
bad.
But that is, wow. That is something else.
It is not.
Woo!
I just want to let y'all know, it is not that spicy. Rich is up here
Well, I'm up
acting
here.
like
I am not.
We gave him a ghost pepper.
Did you really?
No.
Oh, God. Wow. All right, now I feel better. So let's talk more about the Cowboys.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. You got a question for him, TJ? I know you do. You're a Dallas Cowboy fan. He's a Penn State Nittany Lion. He's from Altoona.
Like you, a kid from Altoona, a kid from Harrisburg, just sitting here in the Rich Eisen Show in El Segundo. That's pretty amazing. So many questions. I guess I'll keep it football related, position-wise, bro. Like, where do you see yourself doing the most damage? Because we saw you at linebacker, obviously. Then they moved you to edge rush, and it was just like, wait a second, we've got something incredible on our hands here. So where do you feel most comfortable?
Where do you like it? Where
do you want to line up? Or is it everywhere? Because I can see you, man, it seems like your confidence level, bro, if they put you in a quarterback, you're going to get that job done. They put you in a tight end, slot receiver.
Let him answer. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I really like everywhere. So, you know, I just believe I need to line up with the best. Like, I want to be best on best. So, if we're going against, like for instance, we're the Niners. We were going against Debo. I wanted that matchup with Debo every time. Wherever Debo went, that's where I wanted to go. Like, when we were lined up against the Minnesota, played linebacker. Wherever Cook went, that's where I wanted to go. Like, I wanted it to be best on best. Like,
you want to travel on the best of whoever's coming out of the backfield too, is what you're saying? Like, running it and throwing and catching it?
And when we're playing against a team, like, because that's where my cover comes into place. Like, I cover well.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
And then when we're going against a Pat Mahomes, the AFC team, where they're not really going to run the ball as much as Cook, maybe not. They're not going to run it 18, 20 times a game.
Right.
But they'll pass. So put me against your left tackle, your right tackle. Now pass rush.
Love it.
That's where you want to go.
Yeah, because that's the best way that I can impact the game.
You're hearing how people are talking about Aaron Donald now that he's won the Super Bowl and everything, and that he could be one of the best defensive players ever.
I think he is. Like, unarguably, like, I don't even think it's close.
So, is that what you want to be talked about that way one day?
Like, I feel like there's only but so many players who could do it all like Donald. Like, Donald can line up anywhere on the line. Like, there's that one person like every 10 years. I think I got a chance to be that guy.
Okay. So next year, what's your goal next year? What do you got?
Be the best defensive player in the league.
Well, I mean, numbers. You got numbers?
No.
None?
No.
You don't want 20 sacks?
I don't want to set a bar.
Why?
Because bars are meant to be broken. Or, like, you set a bar, like, you're like, I just want to reach that. Well, say if I set a bar for 20, I get 30.
Right. And you're psyched that Dan Quinn return?
Yeah, super excited.
What does he bring? What does he do?
He brings the juice. He actually brings, like, fighting videos to the defensive meeting rooms. You know how many times I watched Tyler Hearns this year?
That's what he did?
Yeah, he's like, you gotta knock him out. Like he plays boxing videos for us to get hyped. Like,
right.
Q got the juice, man. Like, Q, he's like he just puts it in a way for you to want to play for him. Like, he don't treat you like, do this, X and O's. Like, it's never like that with Q. He's like, you're either going to ball out or we'll find someone else to ball for you.
And
like,
you respond to that sort of thing.
Yeah, because it's like he's giving you the opportunity and the chance.
So what does Mike McCarthy say to you? What does the HC say to you?
Me and Coach Mike don't really talk. Like, like, he's more of an offensive coach.
So you have more of a relationship with Quinn, is what you're saying.
But me and Mike, when Coach Mike, we talk, he kind of, like, we talk about, like, how I'm doing, like, off the field, like, mentally, things like that, like, you know, what I see out there. But it's never, like, you know, Q's, like, my hand-to-hand, and same with George. And
so the stuff off the field, he's talking about what, like life in general, you're saying? To make sure that everything's...
Yeah.
Because I imagine, again, that's got to be a big jump for you to go from no football, like college, no football, then the NFL, but your head was screwed on straight the whole, pretty much all year long.
Doesn't change. Mindset never changes. I take the same mindset to everything in life. Killer.
Thanks for coming on here, Micah Parsons. Really appreciate it. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.